Hi guys, this is Chuck Fleming from Necturus. I'm going to show you today how to install a pretty popular wallet for Ethereum called Metamask. Um, Metamask is really nice because what it does is normally when you make a transaction with Ethereum on a website, let's say you want to buy something on the website, you have to sign the transaction. When you sign a transaction, what you have to do is take your private key out of the key store and you have to copy it and paste it into whatever website you're using to do the signing. Um, this can be very, very dangerous because if you accidentally paste it into the wrong site, what happens is they can steal your private key, and once they have your private key, they can steal all your cryptocurrency out of your wallet. So what MetaMask does is it will sign a transaction. It'll interact with the website that you're dealing with, and it'll sign a transaction inside the browser, in your local browser, so your key never leaves your local computer, which is much, 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 much safer than cutting and pasting it into a website to do a transaction. I would basically never do that. So we're going to start with going to www.metamask.io. Okay, you want to be really, really careful with these addresses because a lot of times they're phishing sites. They use something very, very similar. You don't want to accidentally install something that's got some malware on it. So double check that it's secure. Double check that you've typed everything correctly here, HTTPS, and the site looks like this. Of course, they'll copy the site. It'll look exactly like this if it's a phishing site. So what we want to do is, I'm using Chrome, and I recommend Chrome. I like Chrome. If you don't have Chrome, you can try one of these other options, but it's a Chrome extension, so we're going to do it with Chrome. You click Install MetaMask Chrome extension. And then, again, you want to be very, very careful about which MetaMask extension that you use. You don't want to pick a fake MetaMask extension. You want to be triple sure that it's the right one. So the one that you're looking for should be like this. It should have over 1 million users from metamask.io. It should look basically like this, right? So you just click Add to Chrome, and then you click Add Extension. And we wait a second. And we keep waiting because my internet connection is slow here in China. So I want to say something about MetaMask. So MetaMask is great for sending transactions to smart contracts and things like this that are online. What it's not really great for, in my opinion, is storing a large amount of Ether. You do not want to store a large amount of Ether in MetaMask because MetaMask is an online wallet. Basically, when you start your browser, MetaMask is running. So if someone hacks your computer, they hack your browser, then they can steal all your coins out of MetaMask. So you do not want to keep a lot of coins in MetaMask, but it's great to do transactions with temporarily. So what I would do personally is keep my Ether in an offline wallet, of which there are many of these, or keep it in a hardware wallet, keep it someplace safe, basically. And then when you want to do a transaction online, first what you do is you transfer some of your money from wherever you're keeping it into your MetaMask wallet. And then once you've transferred it into your MetaMask wallet, you can use the MetaMask wallet to make the payments. For example, in our ICO. So that's primarily what I'm trying to show you how to do, is how to use this. So I have another video where I show you how to use MetaMask to transfer the money. So I'm going to show you how to install it this time. It's actually really, really simple. You click Accept. You scroll down for the terms of use. You click Accept. And you make a password. So I'm going to make a simple password because this is a throwaway account. I am not going to use this since it's part of the video, but you really want to make a really good password here. I would say 10, 15 digits at least for your password, and make sure it's random, not some phrase, not some numbers, not something that makes any sense, just random rubbish. And then you want to save that somewhere where no one's going to steal it. Like, write it down and put it in your safe, because this is very, very important. If someone gets this key and they have access to your computer, they hack your computer, they have this password, they can access all of your wallets and take all of the money out of all your wallets that you're storing in MetaMask. So you don't want to do that. So then we click, once you've typed in your password, same thing twice, you click Create. All right, so here we have your vault. And these are the words. So it's hard to explain exactly what these are to you. It's kind of complicated, but these are basically the seed for wallet generation for this particular set of wallets. So what you do with these words is, if you ever want to transfer your MetaMask wallet to another computer, or you uninstall the login or your computer crashes, you can take these words, you can enter them back into MetaMask, and it will restore your wallets. Okay, all the wallets that you used to have, it'll regenerate the private and public keys, same private and public keys, so you'll have access to all your wallets again. So you want to put this someplace that you're not going to lose it. Again, you should probably put this on a piece of paper and save it somewhere in a safe or a vault. Don't store it on your computer, because if someone gets it, they can take all of your wallets, and they can take all of your money. They can use the same passphrase in their MetaMask, and they can restore all your wallets. So you absolutely don't want to store this any place where anyone's ever going to steal it. They'll put it online. They'll send it an email. Basically, all you want to do with this is like write it down on a piece of paper somewhere and put it someplace safe. Possibly 2 or 3 places, especially if you have a lot of money in your account. But you want to save this. So I'm just going to copy this because I'm going to show you how to do a restore in just a second. I'm going to just paste this here, and we're going to go back. All right. So once this is done, you're going to say, okay, I've copied it somewhere safe. All right. So we're basically done. That's it. So if you look here, we have an account 1. We can edit this. We can call this like my Ether wallet, whatever you want to call it. And so wallets have a private and a public key. So the public key is the address that you're going to use to send money to. So you need to buy Ether at this point. You have 2 options. You can click buy in MetaMask here, and if you're in the US, or you already have some cryptocurrency that you can convert to Ether, you can either use Coinbase if you're in the US, and this will let you convert fiat cash to Ether and send it to your address, or you can use the Shapeshift often if you already have another cryptocurrency you want to convert it to Ether. But in this case, what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you how you can copy this address to the clipboard. It's your public address. This is not a secret. Anyone can know this. Your public address is basically the address that when you buy Ether, you want to send it to this address. So I'll let you see what it looks like. It looks something like this. You can see up here in my menu bar, I just pasted it. So what you want to do now, after this is up and running, is you want to go to something like Coinbase or Binance or one of the online exchanges. You want to buy some Ether, or if you already have some Ether, you want to transfer it to this wallet using that wallet ID that I just showed you, that public ID that I just showed you. That's the address that you want to send it to. And then once you've done that, you can go and look at our other video, and it'll show you how to do the transfer to actually buy the tokens from our sale contract. Okay, so I'm done with showing you how to install MetaMask. What I'm going to show you now is, if you accidentally mess things up and you've destroyed your MetaMask, or you want to transfer your MetaMask to another machine, I'm going to show you how to use the passphrase to restore it, because this is actually, I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but this is actually pretty useful. All right, so let's look. So one thing you can do with MetaMask is you can actually make multiple accounts. So we make an account 2, and we can make an account 1. So this one starts 0hex AC22, right? And then the second one is 0hex AA04. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove from Chrome. So I no longer have MetaMask installed now. My MetaMask is gone. Oh no, how am I going to get my wallets back? All right, let's just go back to the MetaMask page. I'm going to reinstall the extension. And we will wait for a second. I'm going to go here where I pasted these words. I'm going to copy those. And we're going to wait for that to finish installing. Shouldn't take too long. All right, it's almost done. Almost done. Man, I need a faster network connection. My network connection's fast. It's just I'm having to go through VPN because I'm in China. Okay. Don't know what's going on here. Super slow. Oh, all right, there we go. Finally. So now we see MetaMask is back. We click on it, it's completely reset. Like everything is gone from MetaMask, like completely gone, right? It asks us for a new password. This password can be anything. It doesn't have to be your old password. This is just the password to lock your vault. So you can change it every time. It doesn't actually just doesn't make any difference. Oops. All right, so sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. So what we need to do here instead is click restore from seed phase. And then when you restore from seed phrase, you want to paste these words that you copied last time. You want to type in a new password. It doesn't have to be the same password again. And then you click OK. Now, if you look at so we're going to look at the accounts. So if you look at the accounts, when you come back, you might immediately say, well, there's only one account, right? And we had 2 accounts in the past. How did that restore anything? But what happens is this: if you create a new account, if you go back and you look at the video and you remember what the old account started with, it was 0hex AA04, which is exactly this, right? And if we go to account 1, it's 0hex AC22. And if we go to where we stored that address earlier, up here in the menu bar, 0hex AC2270. So you see that we've used that passphrase. By entering that passphrase into MetaMask, importing it, what we've done is MetaMask generates the wallets randomly, pseudo-randomly. So what the passphrase does is like the initial state for the pseudo-random number generator. So it defines like the sequence of wallets. So you have a key, that key, the passphrase, MetaMask uses it to generate a sequence of wallets, 1, 2, 3, 4, however many wallets you make. If you re-enter that passphrase again, it will generate the same sequence of wallets every time that you use that passphrase. So that's why I said it's very, very bad if someone steals that passphrase from you, because that passphrase is how you generate that sequence of wallets. If someone else has that passphrase, they can generate the same sequence of wallets, which means they've got all your private keys, because the wallet is a pair of keys, a public key and a private key. So they'll be able to generate your key pairs for all of your wallets, and once they have that, they can take all your coins, because unlike what some people think, like your coins do not live in your wallet. Your coins live on the Ethereum blockchain, and your keys are the things that allow you to spend those coins. So anyone that has those keys can get on the Ethereum blockchain and they can spend your coins. Your coins are not stored in the browser. They're not stored on the computer. They're always stored on the Ethereum blockchain, and those keys are the keys that let you interact with the Ethereum blockchain and basically give you permission to give those coins to someone else. But the coins themselves are always stored on the Ethereum blockchain. So be very, very careful with that phrase. You need to keep it somewhere safe. If you lose it, you can restore it. Your wallets if you accidentally uninstall MetaMask, but you need to keep it very, very safe, because anyone else gets it, they can also restore all your wallets, and then they can use all of your money. So that's it for my video. Thanks, and have a good night, guys.